Then Jesus went with the disciples to a place called Gethsemane. He said to them, "Stay here while I go over there and pray." He took Peter and Zebedee's two sons with him. He was beginning to feel deep anguish. Then he said to them, "My anguish is so great that I feel as if I'm dying. Wait here and stay awake with me." After walking a little farther, he quickly bowed with his face to the ground and prayed, "Father, if it's possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. But let your will be done rather than mine." When he went back to the disciples, he found them asleep. He said to Peter, "Couldn't you stay awake with me for 1 hour? Stay awake and pray that you won't be tempted. You want to do what's right, but you're weak." Then he went away a second time and prayed, "Father, if this cup cannot be taken away unless I drink it, let your will be done." After walking a little farther, he quickly bowed with his face to the ground and prayed, "Father, if it's possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. But let your will be done rather than mine." After leaving them again, he went away and prayed the same prayer a third time. Then he came back to the disciples and said to them, "You might as well sleep now. The time is near for the Son of Man to be handed over to sinners. Get up! Let's go! The one who is betraying me is near." Just then, while Jesus was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12 apostles, arrived. A large crowd carrying swords and clubs was with him. They were from the chief priests and leaders of the people. Now, the traitor had given them a signal. He said, "The one I kiss is the man you want. Arrest him." Then Judas quickly stepped up to Jesus and said, "Hello, Rabbi," and kissed him. Jesus said to him, "Friend, why are you here?" Then some men came forward, took hold of Jesus, and arrested him. Suddenly, one of the men with Jesus pulled out his sword and cut off the ear of the chief priest's servant. Then Jesus said to him, "Put your sword away. All who use a sword will be killed by a sword. Don't you think that I could call on my Father to send more than 12 legions of angels to help me now? How then are the scriptures to be fulfilled that say this must happen?" At that time, Jesus said to the crowd, "Have you come out with swords and clubs to arrest me as if I were a criminal? I used to sit teaching in the temple courtyard every day, but you didn't arrest me then." All of this had happened so that what the prophets had written would come true. Then all the disciples abandoned him and ran away. Those who had arrested Jesus took him to Caiaphas, the chief priest, where the experts in Moses' teachings and the leaders had gathered together. Peter followed at a distance until he came to the chief priest's courtyard. He went inside and sat with the guards to see how this would turn out. The chief priest stood up and said to Jesus, "Don't you have any answer to what these men testify against you?" But Jesus was silent. Then the chief priest said to him, "Swear an oath in front of the living God and tell us, are you the Messiah, the Son of God?" Jesus answered him, "Yes, I am, but I alone can guarantee that from now on you will see the Son of Man in the honored position, the one next to God the Father on the heavenly throne. He will be coming on the clouds of heaven."